Hello there, my name's Dan, and I'm currently working for Hampshire County Council in the customer service team. I've been assigned with the task just to talk about sort of school, college, and then going into work and what I plan for the future and what advice I have working alongside with the Adults Employment Hub. So positives and negatives from school. I would say a lot of the positives were I learned how to interact with many different people from different cultures, different backgrounds, different races, different ethnicities, and that was a real positive growing up in Southampton, but also going to Romsey School where we had a huge diverse year when I was there. So I'm 22 now, and finished school, and went from school to college. So negatives in school, I would say it was a little bit separated. So I spent a lot of time with people from different races, different cultures, but there were a lot of different groups. So there were the sort of the more sort of higher class. They separated sort of the Romsey higher class, but myself being from Southampton, spending a lot of time with people from Shirley, people from Millbrook, and places like that. I would say that was probably one of the biggest negatives. But one of the positives was just the relationship with teachers, the way that they encouraged and that was really important for me to get the grades that I needed to then go on to college. So going on to college, I studied BTEC law, I studied history and sociology, and for the first year I studied fine art as well. And so I left college with a C, a D and a distinction. So a C in history, a D in sociology, and a distinction in my BTEC law. I dropped art I did it for the first year, but the second year I then dropped it because I didn't have enough time to handle all of those sort of subjects. So I was working whilst I was at college part-time for Tesco Express, a small Tesco Express near where I was. And this was a great opportunity to get to grips with handling money, being able to handle myself, my own finances, and more importantly, just the way you interact with customers, the way you interact with the general public as well. That was a 2-year span. So I went from that to a internship at my local church. So I helped cooking for the homeless. I helped run a youth group. I did a lot of the sort of behind the scenes things at church. So working with the admin staff there and in the office once a week. And I also helped with our older people's group, over 50s group. So that was really instrumental to have that year out to plan what I was going to do next. So after that year out, I went to an interview for Hampshire County Council, where I am still working in the customer service team. We call it the Welcome and Support team. And I've been at that role almost coming up for 3 years in August of this year. So I've really learned how to, I've come in leaps and bounds. There have been real lulls at work. There have been real sort of negative sort of experiences, as well as the most positive as well. You know, it's been a roller coaster, but I've been able to balance work and my social life. I've been able to time manage a lot more. I've been able to we do it from day to day. We speak with a lot of customers in different partners such as Hampshire County Council, Oxfordshire County Council, the London Borough of Kensington and Chelsea, the London Borough of Westminster, and the London Borough of Hammersmith Fulham. So going forward, I would definitely promote the work that Adults Employment Hub does provide, and if I was aware of this previously, then I would definitely utilise their services. They do a great job, and it's incredible the work that they do for young people trying to get into employment. Advice I would have for young people trying to get employment, either sort of at college or after uni or any of those sort of scenarios, I would say build up a good CV and a covering letter if you need one for the job role. Make sure that you tailor that CV, tailor that cover letter to the specifications of that job role. And when you're in the workplace, when you do eventually get that either full-time or part-time employment, just absolutely cherish every moment of it. You know, you're always constantly learning, you're always developing, you're always going to learn new things day to day. So I would definitely advise, you know, really you only, you know, get what you put in. You know, that's a cliche phrase, but it works. You know, I've seen that the amount of effort and work I've put into my role with Hampshire County Council in the customer service team, I've really seen the fruits of the labour. So yeah, the hard work, the the times where you think you're going to give up, don't give up, and really just continue to strive for that dream job or that dream role that you have. You may even find that you're in a role that you would never have even put yourself in. I would have never put myself in an office environment. I would have never said I would have been in a call center, in a customer service call center. But here I am now, and I'm absolutely loving every moment of it. Still along the sort of 2.5 year line with the council. So I would definitely open your horizons, open your opportunities that you have, and really don't sort of withhold from any opportunities that you think, oh, I might not be tailored to that, but really give it your all and give it 100%. So thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.